Did you just book your first Princess cruise and are wondering what to do next? Or maybe you're considering trying a Princess cruise and want to know what to expect. Do you travel with a wheelchair or mobility scooter and are curious about how accessible your cruise will be? Hi, I'm Raquel Molina and welcome to the channel where we talk about all things related to cruising as a senior or a person with mobility concerns. I just got back from my second cruise on the Ruby Princess with one of my besties, and we were both on the lookout for tips and tricks that will help you cruise on Princess like a seasoned pro. If this type of content is for you, please consider subscribing to the channel and take a second to hit the like button. Okay, let's get into it. Tip number 1, book the right room. One of the most essential things you will need to consider when booking your cruise is determining what type of room will best suit your needs. If you will be using a scooter or a mobility aid during your cruise, booking an accessible cabin will be the best way to ensure that your mobility device will fit inside your stateroom. An accessible cabin also provides other features that might come in handy, such as grab bars and a shower bench. Also, these cabins are generally a bit larger, but they sell out fast, so book them early. Another thing you will want to consider is what class of cabin, also known as a stateroom, you desire. Princess offers 5 main categories of cabins, each at a different price point. Those are inside, ocean view, balcony, mini suite, and suite. The most affordable option will be the inside cabin. This cabin is usually the smaller of the bunch, and it will not have a window or balcony for outside viewing. However, some people say that they get the best sleep ever in an inside cabin. Personally, depending on the itinerary, I think an inside cabin can be a great way to save money and still enjoy all the ship has to offer. The next category is ocean view, and it is probably my least favorite. To me, it makes sense to either save money with an inside cabin or splurge for a balcony. Paying extra just for a window doesn't appeal to me. However, I do love a balcony cabin, and when my budget permits, that's the class I'm going to book. I usually weigh out the added expense depending on where I'm going. For example, Mom and I have an upcoming transatlantic cruise this summer. I booked an inside cabin, not only to save money, but also because we won't be stopping at any ports and there will be nothing to see but open water for days. In contrast, on my Alaskan cruise, I was sure to book a cabin with a balcony to enjoy the breathtaking views, and it was definitely worth it. Princess also offers a mini suite, which in some cases is not that much more expensive than a balcony stateroom, and comes with some additional amenities that you might find quite nice. For example, if you book a Reserve Collection mini suite, your stateroom will be in a premier location and your bathroom will have both a shower and a tub. You will also have certain perks when it comes to dining, such as a reserved dining area and expanded menu items. Guests booking this suite will also receive priority embarkation and debarkation. The most expensive category is the suite, and as you would guess, it offers the most perks. Depending on your ship, there may be several different options within this category, including Vista, Premium, Penthouse, Owners, and Family. Princess also offers the option of having you select your stateroom at the time of booking or letting them assign your stateroom later, closer to your sailing. Tip number 2, Standard, Plus, or Premier. The next big decision you will have to make is if you want to add the Plus or Premier package to your standard booking. At this stage in life, I like having certain things prepaid so that once I'm on the cruise, I don't have to worry about a lot of additional expenses. The Plus package is an additional $60 per day and includes your gratuities, Wi-Fi, drink package, and several other perks. The Premier package is an additional $90 per day and includes all the perks of Plus, but with certain enhancements. For example, instead of Wi-Fi access for one device, you get 4. You get unlimited specialty dining, premium drinks, unlimited specialty desserts, fitness classes, and more. I always choose the Plus package and have found it to be a great value and gives me all the perks I need. Tip number 3, consider the cost of pre- and post-cruise travel. Before booking a cruise from a port you will need to travel to, do a little research to make sure it won't be cost prohibitive. The last thing you want to do is to think you're saving money by booking an inexpensive cruise only to find that the cost to get to your embarkation port is astronomical. One destination in particular is Australia. You can often find very inexpensive cruises from Australia, but the cost of traveling to Australia from America can be astronomical. I've heard the same about getting to Puerto Rico, so please keep that in mind before booking. Number 4, download the app. After you've booked your cruise, the next thing to do is to download the Princess app onto your smartphone. This app is going to be your key to a good sailing because it will be the main way that you will find out information about your cruise. This is where you will start your check-in process, book dining, shore excursions, and spa treatments. Once on board, you will use the app to find out when and where all the fun things to do on board are happening. You will be able to access Ocean Now, which enables you to order food and drink to be delivered to your exact location just about anywhere on the ship. Even if you do not purchase a Wi-Fi package, you will still be able to use the app on board the ship. Number 5, join the Facebook group for your sailing. This has become one of my favorite ways to find out all the juicy information about a particular sailing. Once you log into your Facebook account, use the search feature to type in the name and date for your specific cruise. 9 times out of 10, a group has already been created and you can request to join. If there are multiple groups, I select the one that has the most people and engagement. There are also many general information groups for Princess Cruises. I joined this one and have gotten a lot of helpful tips and tricks from past cruisers. Number 6, order your medallion ahead of time. Princess Cruises has what they call Medallion Class cruising, which simply means that you will use a medallion instead of the traditional room key card. Not only does it unlock your cabin, but it is also used to pay for your onboard purchases as well as gameplay in the casino. It is also scanned whenever you leave or return to the ship for excursions. This medallion can be ordered ahead of time and mailed directly to you. If you select this option, it will make your embarkation quicker, so I suggest you do that if at all possible. Tip number 7, traveling with a mobility scooter. If you will be renting a scooter to use on your cruise, be sure to order it well ahead of time to ensure you get the kind of scooter you need. Also, inquire to determine if you will have to pick up your scooter before heading to your stateroom or if it will be delivered directly to your cabin. If it is being delivered to your stateroom and you are unable to walk from the terminal to your room, there will be wheelchair assistance available for you at the port. Also, let guest services know that you will also need wheelchair assistance at the end of cruise for debarkation. I didn't know this was available because I was initially told that my mom had to make her way to the accessible waiting area after leaving her rented scooter in the room. They might not be forthcoming, but they can arrange to have someone wheel you to the port debarkation area. Tip number 8. Arrive to your departure city at least a day early. Life experience has shown me that it's always best to prepare for the worst case scenario. Especially with the unpredictability of airline travel lately, you don't want to count on arriving with only a few hours between your flight arrival and cruise departure. My suggestion is to fly or drive in at least a day ahead of time. This will allow you time to recover in case of any unforeseen delays. It will also help to avoid the stress and financial distress of missing your cruise. Arriving early can also give you the opportunity to explore your embarkation port and arrive to your cruise relaxed and refreshed. Tip number 9, know the lingo. There is nothing more frustrating than feeling like a fish out of water and being on a cruise and not being able to figure out what people are talking about because it seems they're talking in code. Don't worry. Here are a few terms that will have you feeling like a seasoned pro on your next Princess cruise. Number 1, you'll hear people say MDR. This is short for main dining room. Most Princess cruises have 3 main dining rooms, all serving the same menu items. However, they each may handle seating and dining times differently. So, a pro tip is to book your preferred dining time early in the Princess app. Number 2, Ocean Now. This is a feature in the app that you can use while on board to order food and drink to be delivered to you just about anywhere on the ship. Number 3, Princess Patter. This is a newsletter that will be delivered to your stateroom nightly to inform you of the activities for the following day. Number 4, Muster Drill. This is a safety drill that you must complete immediately after embarkation. Princess requires all passengers to watch a video and also check in at their assigned muster station. 5, Forward, which is the front of the ship. Aft, that's going to be the back of the ship. Starboard, that's your right side of the ship when you're facing forward. And port, which is the left side of the ship when you're facing forward. And finally, tip number 10 is stay on ship time. On my last Princess cruise from San Francisco, we sailed the Mexican Riviera. And I swear, we must have had to adjust our watches at least 3 times on our 11-day cruise. What you don't want is to be left behind in a port of call because your watch or phone was not set to the ship's time. The Princess app will provide ship time, but be sure to keep your app refreshed because I checked mine a couple of times and it was wrong. However, the ship captain will announce ship time and it will be on all of the interactive monitors throughout the ship. So please verify the ship time before you step off into port. So I hope you found these tips helpful. Do you have any additional tips? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.